Hey y'all, so I'm actually back with another video. Surprisingly too, it's like in the same week. I think I did one yesterday. Nope, no, that wasn't yesterday, the day for yesterday. But hey, I am back with another video today. This video is gonna be just a tad bit different. I normally do like a chakra video and a message from spirit, but the last couple days I just been not the last couple days, actually. Okay, I was divinely inspired today, put it like that, because yesterday I had an issue with my phone, so I really wasn't able to do too much but just sit around and look crazy. Well, not sit around and look crazy. I was doing other stuff, of course, but I wasn't like doing my normal like research type stuff I'll be doing. So anyway, so I am back today again with another chat. This chat is actually just going to be a little bit different. This is actually going to be about the planets and things like that, planetary alignments, and kind of like a just looking into the cosmos and things like that. And I wanted to be able to talk to you guys about it because that's what I'm here for, to talk, to teach, and to share ideas with you guys in hopes that, well, at least not in hopes, but I know that it'll reach the people that it's supposed to reach. It will inspire the people that it's supposed to inspire, and it will help to spark a little light into the people that it's supposed to. So before I do that, you heard the bell, so we're gonna ground. And the purpose of this grounding is so that way you can really be focused and grounded and paying attention and hearing what it is that I'm saying. So that's the reason why I like to actually start incorporating this whole sound bowl into there to help you to ground, separate all that other nonsense that's going on, all the other stuff, and just kind of focus on the message that's here. And so that way you can intuitively chime into what it is that you're supposed to hear, or just spark in, or better yet, just get your mind off all the other BS that be going on, all the other mundane stuff, because there's some real things up here that's going on, and some of these energies are here to actually help you. So, without further ado, drum roll, please. That was like the laziest drum ever. But no drum roll. We just gonna growl, okay? And 1, 2. Believe it or not, that actually helps me too, because sometimes I'll be woohoo and I need to kind of bring myself back down. So, like, I'm here to talk to you guys about I'm okay. So first of all, today is January 15th. Mercury will be going retrograde January 30th, right? But the whole pre-retrograde energies are like already in the air. Okay, so I don't know, just randomly today I was just okay. So yesterday it started with my phone just all of a sudden doing, I don't know, it just wouldn't act right. I could not get it to do nothing, so I had to let my phone completely just die. So yesterday my phone was just on, but I couldn't use it, I couldn't answer the phone, could do absolutely nothing with my phone. So I'm like, man, what the heck, right? So, but prior to yesterday, my electronics at work were acting funny and didn't want to work. And I'm like, man, what the heck, right? So it took me until today, when another whole incident kind of took place, to put one and two together. I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, like what the hell is going on? So I'm like, can you look this up for me, Mercury retrograde? And I'm like, I know today was the date, right? And I actually got it written down in my whole astrological or astronomer calendar. Yes, I have a whole nother calendar just specifically for planetary and spiritual things. So I knew I had it down, but I did not have that calendar with me. And I'm like, fuck, like I know something is going on here. And I was really trying to like figure it out. So then I remember, I said, yes, it's the post period. So then I got me thinking, oh my God, Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. So I just want to come talk to you guys just about Mercury retrograde. Do you know what it is? I know a lot of people like to talk about it, like it seems like it's like this major period of time, like don't do this, don't do that, blah blah blah. Mercury retrograde is hell and blah blah blah. But it creates issues and things like that. But I look at it like it's just another way that the universe, planets, and things like that are aligning, so that way we can slow down, pay attention to what's going on, reflect on what has been going on, so that way we can make the necessary adjustments in our life, so that way when it does go back station and is moving the right way, then therefore we reviewed things, we took in our time, we paid attention to how things have gone, so therefore it gives us what we need, so that way when it goes forward moving, that way we can make the adjustments and being able to move forward. So Mercury retrograde, Mercury is the planet that's responsible for our communication. It's responsible for like traveling and things like that. And it's also like just one of our personal planets. So when you think about personal planets, you think about planets that affect you directly. So Mercury affects us because it's communication, right? It's travel, it's all those types of things. So when Mercury chooses to go retrograde, instead of it going like this, you know, we see it, okay? See as in it's another illusion, another human illusion. We can't see things, we can see things a certain way, but from space it creates this illusion that instead of going this way, it stopped and then it starts going the other way, when all actuality it's just Earth is just moving by it so fast that it causes it to appear to be doing something different, when all actuality it's still moving the same way. But for us, when we see it, those energies kind of come off to us as this things are being slowed down, things are then stopping, and then things start to go backwards. And when that energy starts to go backwards, it creates a change in terms of communication and travel and things like that. So that's what Mercury retrograde is about. So the normal thing for astrologers and all those other things is that, you know, don't sign contracts during this time, don't make any major decisions, watch how you communicate and watch your emails, because all these things are affected by Mercury, you know, which is the communicator planet and things like that. And based off where Mercury is in your chart, kind of dictate how it's going to affect you, mostly in terms of your rising sign and things like that. So for me, it affects me in my second house, which is, I'm a little concerned. No, I'm not concerned. I'm just going to chill out. But anyway, so yeah, so I just want to talk to you guys about Mercury retrograde. And it wouldn't be Tasha if she didn't pull out her cards, right? I got this like newer deck that I've been working with the last couple weeks. So we gonna pull out my deck to see what is the message from spirit in terms of Mercury retrograde, seeing as though it's not actually here as of right now. It's kind of like the pre-energy, so it's kind of like getting ramped up, it's getting amped up. So you're gonna start seeing small things happening, small things going on in terms of Mercury retrograde. So just get a message from spirit in terms of things to be aware of when we are actually in Mercury retrograde energy. So the 15 things are starting off as like a weaker energy, and leading up to it, the energies will begin stronger. Mercury goes retrograde January 30th, right? So that's the day that it's going to be like the strongest within the airs and things like that. And then after the 30th, the energies are going to still be kind of strong, but they're going to start to wean off. We won't be completely out of Mercury retrograde energy until about March 13, 16, somewhere along that. But the energies won't be as strong during that time. It's actually scheduled to end, I want to say, around the 29th, give or take. But yeah, so let's just see what's going on for Mercury retrograde. Spirit, let's get a message for the collective in terms of Mercury retrograde. What should we be aware of? Spirit wanna, I don't know, mess around today. You gonna give me a message or no? Or no? And I don't want a lot of cards either. I just want a couple. I'm gonna just pull one in a minute. You ain't got nothing to say? We just gotta roll off of what I just said? Okay, but what about some advice then? Like, I mean, okay, what you got? Don't play me like that here in front of all these people. Sometimes spirit be acting a little bit, I don't know. It's probably like just basically saying you done said all that need to be said, and y'all should just probably listen to what I just said is what spirit's trying to say right now. But what else can you say? Put it like this. How can you add to what I just said then? What can you add to what I just told the people? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank goodness. Okay. Guess what it is? The Sacral Chakra. Look, my last video was about the Sacral Chakra. So Spirit didn't want to give you anything because apparently what I already said was enough, right? But they would say, hey, okay, we're going to add to it then. Focus on your Sacral Chakra, right? And we already talked about the Sacral Chakra before. This is like the energy port. This is where all of the creativity comes from, your sensual energy and things like that. One thing about our chakras is when they are out of balance, right? Even though sacred, this is all, but when they are out of balance, they show up in terms of your health. They show up in terms of your relationships. They show up in terms of how you feel. Okay. The sacral chakra is orange and it is right there. So whenever you're thinking about your creativity, your ability to put yourself out there in the world, you know, using this Mercury retrograde time to actually spend time working on your chakra, your sacral chakra. And then I'm gonna have a surprise for you guys in terms of the sacral chakra, so that way I can be able to support you while you are following through with spirit's guidance, which was sacral chakra. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add something the next couple days to help you and support you as you be able to explore your sacral chakra. We're gonna go in a little bit deeper about the sacral chakra and ways that you can tell if whether or not it's imbalanced, as well as things that you can do to help balance it. Okay? All right. Thank you. Bye. Well.